is it all just about staying consistent in how you've gotten better year after year?
Yeah, I think that comes down to just staying consistent. If you look at the guys who are great and who continue to be great, they get better year in and year out. I mean, they consistently get better. You know, it's a big word, consistency for specialists. So I think if I can just stay on my track, keep doing what I've been doing, because obviously we have gotten better each year. If I can just keep on that track, we'll find a lot of success this year.
How did you evaluate your season last year? I mean, we all talked about the offense so much and the defense and this. What did you think of your performance last season?
Yeah. Personally, I wouldn't consider that a good performance by any means. You know, I like the fact that there were 0 misses inside of 40, but I don't like the fact that there were misses at all. You know, we had 5 misses last year. It was 11 to 16, 3 of which 50 plus. So I know where my work needs to go into. It really comes down to just finishing my swing. Most of my misses are left, which just means, you know, I'm not finishing all the way. Whether that's a confidence issue or a belief in myself, no, if I just get through the ball, it's probably going to go in. So I'm really going to try and hone my mindset back where it was 22, finish 15 to 16 on the year. And I think if we can do that, like I said just before, we'll find a lot of success this year.
Like you just said, you finished 15 to 16 and 22. Last year you only attempted 16 the whole season. Is there something to be said for, like, I don't want to say staying fresh, but I mean, you didn't kick that much last year, right?
Yeah, I mean, just on a rep count, it wasn't a whole lot, but that doesn't change the job. The job is the same whether I'm kicking 5 field goals a year, or 10, or 20, or 30. You want to make all your kicks and do the best that you can do. So, you know, we'll find our rhythm this year and do better.
How do you take your thoughts from last season and better them, or how happy you were this offseason?
Just because I realize now that, you know, this is going to be my 5th year on the Pitt football team. And, you know, like Coach Bro just said a minute ago, I've seen all the ups and downs. Situationally, I've seen about all there is to see. And I think going forward that I have every aspect of the game when it comes to kicking that I can put it all together. Every piece of that puzzle's there, just place it together and finish this last season really well.
From your perspective, does it seem like, from what you've seen so far through spring, that this offense is going to put you in more positions to take more field goals this year?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. To be quite honest, I don't watch the offense too much in practice. Mentally, I like to zone in pretty early on before I go to kick. But I know our coaches are fantastic. I love Coach Bell. I certainly love Coach Bro. I know they're going to get us in the right direction, and we certainly have the guys to do that.
Yeah, we had a number of veterans say that reasons they came back or are excited about this year is because they don't want 3 and 9 to be Pitt football. How is your mindset in that regard, and do you see that energy where it needs to be here at spring drills?
Yeah, of course, 3 and 9. I mean, that should be nobody's standard, but here at Pitt, especially coming off 20 through 22, 3 and 9 is not what we do. And so coming forward, yeah, you know, I want to be here because that's not who we are, and I have an opportunity now to you know, provide help to a team and show that that's not us, and we're more than capable of bouncing back from that and doing really great things. That's just going to come from hard work and guys buying in, which I think I've seen this spring for sure.
And your position requires such great mental focus. How do you keep yourself calm? You keep yourself mentally focused on the job at hand?
Yeah, it certainly comes with time and reps. You know, like I just mentioned a little earlier, this will be my 5th season, so there's nothing you can throw at me that I haven't seen. But definitely, you know, I'm a guy who likes to meditate. I think meditation is crucial in the kicking position. Being calm and collective throughout the day, and knowing that your job's not finished until the clock hits 0. You know, being zoned in the entire time. Just because situationally, you never know when you'll get thrown in. So just staying, you know, on top of your everyday life, really. You know, being consistent when you wake up, when you go to bed, what you do outside of the facilities, what you do inside. So keeping your academics up, going to school, making sure you're in class present, taking notes. All those little things go into having a good day, you know, outside of practice.
Can you talk about that meditation a little bit, and when you do it, and how you do it, how long you do it?
Sure. You know, I try and hit it daily. I've definitely missed a couple days this spring, but my meditation goes into, you know, breath work, visualization, even gratefulness. And I've had a lot of good former players who have taught me through that. Kessman, who I've mentioned before, he showed me a lot on how to do that. There's not a right or wrong way to do it. But like, just for example, you know, I'll close my eyes, visualize, you know, reps before game, after game, before bed, just to see it in my head and to have a better understanding of what I'm going to do when the moment presents itself. So I think those mental reps are really, really big. And then gratefulness, just being happy, you know, that I'm here, and grateful that I'm here, and I'm surrounded by great teammates. I have a great snapper. Uba, who I can't pronounce his whole name yet, and then I have a great holder cam guys and a great group of guys and a great coach and a great facility. So there's a lot to be thankful for, and all that goes into going outside and going 5 for 5 to practice and having good years.
How long do you do it when you meditate?
Yeah, between 10 and 20 minutes. Depends on the day or maybe the schedule. But I certainly like to hit that. I know Uba does too, and it's like I said, it's benefited me a lot. That's something I started in 22, and I found a lot of good results from that. So it's something I've continued, and I plan on continuing.
I think I remember you last spring talking about mentality and mindset a lot, and how you would sort of approach that. So I'm curious, Caleb dealt with consistency issues last year, was up and down. Have you talked with him? Have you tried to share with him some of the things you found, ways to calm yourself and get your mindset sort of in the right place?
Yeah, for sure. And Caleb, like Coach Bro said, Caleb's a sponge. He absorbs a lot of things, and we have a lot of good conversations in regard to specialists. Because it's one thing to be able to kick or punt, but it's another thing to be a really good specialist. And that's going to be one of the guys who is going to show you a lot of great things this season, because of all the things he's taken into account and all the little things he's learning every single day and how much better he gets every single day. And he truly is a sponge with knowledge, chatting with other guys, chatting with former players, chatting with other position groups, coaches. So we definitely have those conversations, and I know he participates in them on his own time, and I think we'll see a lot of that this season.
Anything else for Ben?
What stood out about Coach Bernowski since you've gotten
Say
to
that
know?
again?
What stood out about Coach Bernowski since you've gotten to know?
It's been fantastic so far. I'm really, really excited to see what he and I can do together, what he and the tight ends can do together, what he and the other coaches can do together. His energy is awesome. His mindset towards the game is fantastic. The mindset he brings to our specialist room is what we need, and it's going to take us a very long way. It's going to take us into a lot of success. So I'm excited he's here. I'm really happy he's here.
Then 2 new long snappers for you. I mean, what's that transition like from Byron last year to Nico this year?
Yeah, Nico Crawford and again Uba. I can't pronounce his name, but they're fantastic. They're really hard workers. They try and get better every day. They want the room to be successful. They want to be successful themselves, and they know what it takes to do that. So our specialist room this year is in really good hands with those guys.
Thanks so much.